I just wrote a blog post, and even this video may make you very angry. And that's okay. It's more important that you get this message, and hopefully, you see where I'm coming from. Betrayal may be the best thing that ever happened to you. What did she just say? First of all, I've been there. I've studied betrayal at the PhD level, and I have an entire institute that helps people heal from betrayal. Here's why I'm saying that. Without that shakeup, without that wake up call, you may have been settling in your work, in your health, in your relationships. You may have been tolerating mistreatment. You may have been just settling for just being undervalued. You may have been a people pleaser. You may have thought this is the best you could hope for, so you better find a way to be okay with it. You may have settled in so many different areas of your life. And then betrayal comes around and shakes you up at a level and in a way that you never saw coming and you never have experienced. It's a shock to the body, to the mind, to the heart. It cracks you wide open. But here's the opportunity. Once you've been cracked wide open, what in the world do you do with that? Now, what some people do, unfortunately, is they have their story and they stick with it and they talk about it and they mourn and they grieve and they do that, and that's where they are for life. That's stage three out of the five stages from betrayal to breakthrough. I'm not saying there is a tremendous amount of information and emotions to work through. Yes, there are. But the problem is when you use that experience and it becomes who you are and it becomes your life story, what a waste of trauma. And I see way too many people coming my way asking me. I've actually had people say, Dr. Debbie, can you like rewire my mind so I can be okay with my partner constantly betraying me? What in the world is that about? You're here for something so much bigger and so much more than that. Because here's the thing, when you take that trauma and you look at it, you say, wait a second, I have been settling. I have been tolerating less than I deserve. I do deserve more. I am lovable, worthy, and deserving. Holy moly, if this didn't happen, I never would have this realization that I do now. I never would see things the way I'm seeing now. And you know what? It's got to be better than this. And I don't know quite how I'm going to get there, but there's got to be something more. There's got to be something better. That attitude right there is what moves you out of stage three into stage four, into stage five. And you know what happens there? New relationships, either with the person who hurt you on a vastly different, in a dramatically different way, someone new who you never would have had access to because you were not vibing at that level, a new passion project, new business, new health. We see all kinds of things happen in stages four and stage five. You don't have access to that when you're stuck in your story and you're stuck in your trauma. So when I say betrayal may be the best thing that ever happened to you, I'm saying if you allow that experience to crack you wide open, and from that space, you realize your value and your worth and who you are meant to be, and then you just keep moving until you create that, that's trauma well served. And that's where your biggest crisis becomes your greatest gift. I hope that helps.